Hi, my name is Dr. Mary Starr. I have been using and sharing and teaching about essential oils since 1999. And my first experience with essential oils was I was in chiropractic school at the time. And I went to this little gathering learning about essential oils, kind of just like what you are tonight. And they said this oil here, and I'll show you this oil right here. His name is Valor. This is an essential oil blend. You'll learn a little bit about that tonight. They said this is a chiropractor in a bottle. And I said, yeah, right, whatever. I was a scientist. I didn't believe them. No, no, no. He said, no, really. Use this oil on several people's feet. Tonight we'll show you how to use essential oils correctly. And I did, and I held it like they said to hold it. And the next day, one of the gentleman that I went to school with that I put oils on, he came up to me and said, I slept better than I've ever slept in my life. What was in that bottle? And I was like, no way. And he's like, yep. And I spent the next year learning about Young Living essential oils. And I learned a lot about essential oils. I learned about all different essential oils because there's a lot of essential oils on the market. You probably know that. Back 20 plus years ago, there wasn't so many, but there's a difference between the essential oils we're talking about tonight. The oils that we're talking about tonight are Young Living essential oils. And what sets Young Living essential oils apart is they are premium essential oils. Why? Because remember this, write it down, seed to seal, seed to seal. So whether we grow our own plants, we have farms all over the world. Last week, Holly Cope, Wave Holly, she shared about our seed to seal, showed pictures of the farm. We can get you a great video on that training, or we'll pop it in the chat here as well, is that we have our own farms all over the world. Our story is incredible, how our company came to be and actually bring essential oils back to North America. And really, we're the pioneer of essential oils. So all these other companies that you see, they're what we call copycat companies. These are the premium essential oils. And you may not believe me right now watching this. You may, I don't know, start using our oils and then try some other brands. And I will tell you our essential oils are premium. They're high quality because they work. So tonight we're going to talk about essential oils. We're going to just give you some basics, and so maybe some of my friends are going to share some short stories of how they use essential oils. But remember, every Wednesday night, if you are here live on our Zoom, we do a gathering together, and for you just coming, you get in our registration for our giveaways. We always do. This month, we're doing more mystery essential oil prizes. Last week, I think Tina won Breathe Again, and a beautiful little bag that Teresa, one of our essential oil people, makes. So make sure you write your name in the comments. And if someone invited you tonight, if it's your first class, a guest who invited you, please write that down as well. Now, before I get started with this class, we have a great class coming up next week. And I'm going to bring on Kathy Mincer to share a little bit about that. Kathy is a co-author in a book that has just been put out, and she is going to be, let me see, how do I make, it's by, there you go, Kathy. She's going to tell you a little bit about the class that's coming up next week.
Hi, everyone. Myself and one of my brand partners, Jessica Romero, is going to be talking about natural ways to heal with trauma. And during turbulent times, the ability to adapt and adjust and cope with trauma. There's so many different ways of trauma. So we're both going to share our stories, and then we're going to go through information with the oils, some good gut health, and some good food. So hope to see you there.
Oh, awesome. Hey, do we have a copy of your book yet?
Tomorrow I get them.
Okay. All right. Well, next week she will share that. I'm very excited about that. Very excited. Tell them the name of the book.
Warrior Women Turning Life Trauma into Legacy.
Exciting, exciting.
And
Okay, so hopefully next week you'll be able to show a copy of it. All right,
thank you.
awesome. Thank you, Kathy. All right, let's get started. Again, I just want you to imagine that we are together in a little gathering in my living room here, which isn't my living room, it's my office / guest room. And we're just hanging out, we're rubbing essential oils, we're learning about essential oils, all of that. One of the main things of essential oils that you will notice is particularly with premium essential oils is the aromatherapy component. So obviously the first way that we can learn to use essential oils is via their aromatic use. And one of the most compelling stories that I have when I first started, I see we're here, I'm passing it around here, everyone smelled the oil. And when you smell an essential oil, if you're brand new to essential oils, because we have premium essential oils, they can be quite stronger. They're not your health food store essential oils. They're not your Bath and Body Works. Some of the essential oils will smell really good to you. Some will smell not so good to you. Some will be like, whoa, that's strong. And some will be like, oh, just give me more. And each person will be different because all of our brains and our chemistry is different. When you smell a smell, it goes directly to the part of our brain called the olfactory, where emotions and memory and mood. And so this story that was so compelling when I first started, as my friend, we were at these little gathering, this table, and she was smelling this, and all of a sudden you could see tears running down her face. And we're like, okay, what's wrong? And she goes, that smell is like my grandma's cookies. She used to bake oatmeal cookies, and she had lost her grandma a couple years back, I think. And it just, that memory and the smell just came back to her. So sometimes when we're working with smells, and the aromas, you might feel an emotion. And I'm sure next week, Kathy is going to talk a lot about how essential oils can help you with emotion and even with trauma and grief. So I love that. So one of the ways that we use essential oils is aromatic. So cold air diffusion. We have essential oil diffusers. There's lots of different essential oil diffusers out there. Young Living has a whole bunch of fun ones. They just came out with one that's a turtle. It's so cute. For kids, you can get fancy ones. This one's a ceramic. You can get ones that play music that you can have your MP3 on it. So it's beautiful. But when I first started, I didn't have a whole lot of money, and I would just take paper towels and put them in the vents and put essential oils, and just a couple times a day, put essential oils on there, and it would make the whole room or your car. And it's just a great way to get the essential oils into the air. All right. But one of the things we do not do with premium essential oils is we don't put them on lamps like hot things or candles, because these are premium essential oils. So if you use a lot of heat, you're going to burn them up. So if you're no offense, but if you're a Scentsy person or things like that, that is chemical laden smells. What we're talking about is the all natural smells. And you're going to see when you work with all natural from seed to seal, you're going to have such more powerful results as well. The next way that we can use essential oils is topically. So you may be familiar with essential oils used topically, like this oil Valor I was telling you about, which is a blend. And I used essential oils as a chiropractor. I used this oil a lot. In fact, I would use it on the bottoms of people's feet. Now you're probably saying, well, why not on their back? Well, I used it there too. But the point of it is that our skin has pores, and the most pores are in our hands and in our feet. So when I put an essential oil on someone's feet and rub it in and hold it there for a little bit and stuff like that, the essential oil is actually getting into their bloodstream, right? And again, because it's like food grade, it's very premium. It's in the body and it's out of the body. It's processed. And so a story I could share with you on that is, I remember this one client, They had a particular, I won't talk about the disease they had, but they had this issue. And I was holding that on their feet, and I could still feel it to this day. I was holding the essential oil, and I could just feel this like warming sensation. It was very common with that oil, Valor. And they were feeling like little tinglings going up their legs. They hadn't experienced that in quite some time. And it was just neat, like, wow, these oils really work. Okay. These oils really work. So putting essential oils on the bottom of your feet, one like Valor, is such a powerful place to start. And it's a very safe place. It's safe for kids, it's safe for adults, it's safe for our elderly friends who have more fair skin. One of the things you want to be careful with when you are using essential oils, because you are using premium essential oils, is skin sensitivities, because we have essential oils that are blends that are maybe hotter oils, okay, meaning they have more constituents that maybe make them minty or cinnamony, and it could be almost burning for some people's skin. Some people, not so much, right? But like our fair, freckled friends, right? Our redheads, fair skin. So you can get something like a jojoba oil or coconut oil and just put maybe a teaspoon on your hand like that, and then just drop one of your hotter oils. And you get a little insert with Young Living that tells you what's the hotter oils. And then you can rub that together and then rub the areas. You can test, those sensitive areas of your body to make sure. But this is what I have to do for my kids, who have one in particular who has more sensitive skin and has more toxicity. Talk about that in a second too. But these are great to help you make your oils last longer. Now, you see how my hands are shiny now? That comes from these base nut oils. You will not get that so much with our Young Living essential oils unless they are in a base oil. So just be aware that this will like stain your clothes. This will be oily. Our other oils, not so much unless they're a darker shade or something like Peace and Calming. We'll talk about that. Now, let me give you a tip about using essential oils topically that I found through the years. You can get these little 2-ounce, 4-ounce spray bottles on Amazon. You want to make sure they're glass, okay? And you can either create your own misters. So you could put oil, maybe a little bit of witch hazel. We have recipes for you to create room sprays, more aromatic use. Or if you want something for your skin, because I'm going to give you a couple tips of essential oils that are great for the skin, you can put it in a little shaker bottle like this, put your oils in there, and we'll give you the recipe, and then just squirt it out. And it's so much more easier than having to create this every time. Does that make sense? I do this. I have a blend I like to put on my loose skin areas, or maybe you want to put something, we'll create some nice essential oil skin rubs. We'll talk about that. So, but as a chiropractor, I'll tell you, one of the most beneficial ways to use essential oils is for pain. I'll tell you, pain, pain, pain. And you're probably wondering what essential oils are good for pain. Okay. Valor. Valor relaxes the body. When the body's relaxed, it can release pain. It's very good. It can release that peppermint. And then this has been my favorite lately because I've hurt my shoulder a little bit. It's been a little sore from some fitness I've been doing, is called Panaway oil. So this is a wonderful topical oil. Now you're probably like, Mary, well, what oils do I use topically? How do I use them differently? Well, the third way you can use essential oils is in our food. And this is very foreign for some people who are brand new to essential oils. In our water, in our food, you're like, what? You can put essential oils in your water? You can ingest? Yes. Young Living is one of the only essential oil companies that has labels specific for food grade dietary use. We call it our Vitality line. You will see essential oils, let's see, in this peppermint labeled here and peppermint labeled here. So 2 different bottles But because we live here in the US, we have to label this one a vitality used essential oil, and we have to label this one not white for more topical use or aromatic. Now, are both of these oils, could they be from the same crop, the same distillation, the same? Yes, they are, they are probably very, very similar oils, maybe even from the same harvest, but they have to be put into two separate um, bottles. Okay. So did I put some? Yes, I did. Mm. Peppermint, one of the best oils for digestion, helps you feel full. I cannot tell you how many times this oil has rescued me from overeating, from, just that bloaty feeling. Like it is a phenomenal, phenomenal oil, and it freshens your breath, opens up the sinuses. So, so good. Another great oil to put in your water is lemon oil. Very good. So I've told you 3 different ways that we use essential oils. Now I'm going to give you more tricks. Are we ready? So we talked about dietary. Another way you can use dietary oils is you can actually, I did bring them with me. You can get little capsules, little veggie caps, we call them. Open them up and drop your essential oils in the capsule. Why would you do that? Oh, I overate really bad. I want to have some peppermint really quick in my belly. So I'll do that. And, if you want, if you're just starting out, you can add a little bit of coconut oil to that too. So it's a little more gentle on the body. You will burp up peppermint probably, or you will feel peppermint, but it's all good. It's so good for your system and very, very powerful too. You can add it. Another great way I love to use essential oils internally is to boost my immune system. And one of our number one essential oils to boost our immune system is our Thieves Vitality. If you have a story with thieves, put it in the comments compliantly, please. So I will tell you, my friend Karen, she was a single mom, is a single mom, but she raised her boys every morning having the hot water, honey, and a little bit of thieves in their water, and they would drink that every day. Do you know her kids got perfect attendance? Her kids were so healthy, and she's a chiropractor, so she was with, people who were sick a lot too. And she used this every day, 2 drops on her feet every day. And Kathy works in healthcare as well. Roxanne Sieber, she's another one. She worked for the public in a newspaper office every day. And she would be like the only one not getting sick because thieves helps keep us above the wellness line. Okay. Yes, thieves is really good, great for our teeth and dental. And I've actually had thieves oil. People use that on pain. Like, so if you're not getting results with maybe Valor or peppermint or Panaway, try thieves on aches and pains. I've had people use it on sore toes, sore knees, and they're like, what? Thieves. Yes, thieves can be beneficial for that too, because it has a essential oil of clove. Now you're probably saying to me, well, I've heard of lavender and I've heard of peppermint, but what is thieves? What are Valor? These are specific essential oil blends blended by our founder, D. Gary Young, in a specific way. And even today, you can go out on the market. I remember I was shocked when I first saw like how many other companies try to knock off our thieves or call it this or call it this defense or thieves defense or whatever. But this is the original thieves, and this oil will blow your socks off. I'll tell you, you live in musty, mildewy places like I do here in Florida. You want to diffuse this in those areas like 15 minutes a day. No joke, 15 minutes a day. Absolutely awesome for that. So that goes back to the aromatic use. And remember I said too, we have these nice diffusers, but we also have diffusers that are not in water. So many of our diffusers, you just fill it up with purified water or your house water and stuff. If you don't use purified water, it has to have a little bit of minerals in it, but You just have to clean them more often. Like this Florida water is bad. I don't know if you can see like the calcium and deposit. You just need to clean your diffusers more often. And we have videos and training on how to clean diffusers, but this is water. Okay. And this is wonderful for sleeping, great even for this time of year with it's hot here in Florida, so we have the AC on and it dries everything out. Or in the winter up north, right? It dries everything out. So these diffusers are wonderful next to your bed, in your home, in your office. A lot of people like these in their office, but we have a cold air diffuser. I don't have one with me right now, but a cold air diffuser will put the oil right into the air. And those are the kinds of diffusers that work best in those really like when you really need to get oils into the air. My husband keeps using the air fryer and cooking onions, like onion rings in the air fryer. And he loves it, but the whole kitchen and we all smell like BO afterwards. So I put that a cold air diffuser on and I jack it up with thieves or purification essential oil or lemongrass essential oil or even lemon. And that purifies the air and it has us smelling so much better. So that's another way that you can use your essential oils is to purify air. And unlike your Febrezes and your little air fresheners, those are chemical laden. Our oils actually go in and purify, right? And they're not causing problems. Those other things, I'm just going to tell you right now, bad news. You candle lovers, I know I don't mean to offend you, but over time, your candles, your Yankee candles, things like that are causing really bad issues in your airways. And it's been proven, do the research yourself, but not a good thing. So let's think about and consider switching over to diffusing instead of using those candles and things like that too. Okay, so we talked about dietary, we talked about topical, we talked about aromatic use. Another great way that in the aromatic usage is our essential oils like thieves and this oil called Raven. Oh my goodness, this is a beautiful blend. Oh, just smell this. It smells so good. It is so refreshing to your airways. I cannot tell you, but this is one you're going to put right on this chest, open everything up. Ooh. Let me give you a tip. 10 times a day helps keep you in a happy way. Okay. If you can find 10 different ways to use your essential oils, it really will help keep you in a happy way. And this one, oh, that's so nice. It just opens you up. I can breathe so much deeper. Wow, that's a beautiful, beautiful essential oil. It's called Raven. Remember this area, beautiful, nice one in the diffuser too. So just another way to use essential oils to get those deep breaths that we need. Okay, coming on to some more of my favorites. Okay, so my son, he's been getting into some foods and eating, he's growing, and his stomach is only so big. And so I was like, Mom, do you have any digest? This essential oil is a vitality essential oil that you can take internally in capsules. You can put a drop right on your tongue sometimes. Some people put it, it's got ginger and other great things in there that is great for digestion. And so my little guy, he gets it in him or on him. And my little big guy now, as big as me, and it really helps the tummy aches. Really, really tummy. Digest was what convinced my husband that essential oils were not snake oils. Yes, right? It is such a good oil. I'll tell you, you put this in your bathroom / whatever, what do we call it? Healthy medicine cabinet. It is a wonderful, wonderful essential oil. You don't want to be without it. Another one of our favorites. How many of you, like you sit all day and you notice like your feet are puffy or your hands feel stiff? You just you feel like you're holding on to a little bit of like water weight or things like that. I tell you, this is a vitality oil that many people love. It's called Citrus Fresh. Put it in our water, and it just helps to kind of flush out some of that extra water weight. We feel really good. It's very refreshing. Any citrus diffused is very uplifting, helps elevate the mood. And this oil too, a lot of us been using in a lymphatic, like get rid of the loose skin and those things that we get as we age and we gain weight, we lose weight. Well, anyway, this is a great oil to help with that as well. And I'm going to wrap it up with two of my favorites here. Two more tips on how to use essential oils. I told you that this is one of my favorite things to get when you're working with essential oils. Get your little spray bottles, create your own little sprays that you have too. But as women, we're talking about the Citrus Fresh. Another great topical oil for women to use is our frankincense essential oil. And frankincense is amazing for the skin. Skin looks pretty good tonight. But it's amazing for the skin. I've used it on my little like age spots and things like that. I got to get more religious with it because I always forget it. But it also has a very deeper tone to it, but a very I call it oxygenating, right? Kind of like that Raven essential oil. Oh, don't miss a drop of frankincense because it's a beautiful and very valuable oil. But some ways that you can use it in your skincare routine. You can use frankincense vitality to the roof of your mouth every day. It's very like it'll open you up. It's great for our nervous system. If you have a child like I do who maybe is having a meltdown, just like put it right up their nose, give them a drop, put it under here. It just really gets the brain to click and come back, usually very quickly. I'll use this on the spine, even like, and for sore muscles, it's very good for sore muscles, for bruising, very, very good. But another way I like to do it is I make myself a little blend with my frankincense and lemon essential oil. And every few days, I will do my lymphatic breast area. Okay. And I'll massage the essential oils all through here because it's just going to help all of that kind of flow. It's good for massage. It's good if you're sore. A lot of us have rounded shoulders. We work at desk all day. It's just very, very nice, kind of open this up. And we know as women that we really need to keep our breast area healthy and happy. And this is just a great way to use that as well. And then, of course, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the beautiful lavender, one of the first plant seeds that Gary Young brought here to North America. I am just going to encourage you to Google Young Living Lavender and look at all the medical studies. I was in Winston-Salem teaching a class, and this woman was like, oh yes, we're studying this at Wake Forest. Lavender is so effective in helping people to get a restful night's sleep. It is a Swiss Army knife. I love lavender, opens my nose. Yeah. Tina, I've heard lavender vitality too. People will use lavender vitality and they'll put it like right to the roof of their mouth and all of that too. It's great for the skin. I know when I move to a new area and then, the flowers start blooming and all of that too, I'll use a little bit of lavender in here and it just really helps me so, so much. So friends, that is our basic essential oil class. Tonight, we talked about the 3 different ways that you can use essential oils. We talked about aromatically, dietarily, right? Our vitality oils, and topically. And we talked about only premium essential oils, Young Living essential oils. That's all that we're talking about. And I gave you a lot of different ways to use essential oils. I talked about how when you're first starting essential oils, you might want to go a little slow and make sure you get like a fractionated coconut oil or some jojoba oil, and then get yourself these spray bottles, and you can make air freshener sprays. You can get a diffuser and do that. But maybe it's just one oil that you can get right now. You're in a tight spot. Maybe you said, maybe that frankincense or all of that. Um, and let me just go back through because our company, Young Living, has a starter kit of essential oils. And many of the oils that I talked about tonight come in that starter kit, like frankincense, right? And frankincense helps with the glowing skin. It helps to lift our spirits. We can add it to Epsom salts. I didn't even talk about that. A lot of us like to take these baths with Epsom salts. We talked about peppermint vitality, how it's a minty refresh. It's great for working out. I know Holly here, she uses that as a summer cool down because it gets so hot. You're going to have it in your water, going to make a spray of it. I just put it in my chocolate shake today and I felt like I was having mint chocolate chip. It was so, so good. But there's a couple oils that I didn't talk about tonight because how many of you deal with stress, right? You deal with stress. In this starter kit of essential oils, it comes in this beautiful box here, and you open it up, and we have all of the essential oils that I talked about tonight on there, including the Panaway, the lavender, the thieves, the frankincense, all of that. And then there's this compartment back here. And in this hidden compartment, we have two beautiful essential oils, one called Stress Away and the other called Peace and Calming. And I would not be here tonight, especially tonight, if it wasn't for those two essential oils. They are so calming to your nervous system. They are phenomenal for your kids. They are phenomenal for your hyper pets, for your dogs, your horses. Like these two oils are must, must, must. And then Young Living gives us some more goodies, some thieves spray, which is great for keeping things clean, some thieves hand sanitizers as well. And then our famous Ninja Red, which many of you know the Ninja Red if you've been a part of our weight loss. Ninja Red Rev Up. It is a phenomenal, phenomenal program. So that is essential oils, kind of 101 basic essential oils. But right now you have a decision to make. Okay. Maybe you've got a whole bunch of essential oils sitting around. You're like, you know what? She did tell me 10 times a day helps keep you in a happy way. You can make a commitment to get those essential oils out, to start putting them in your diffuser every night, or having your kid. One of my kids, their job is to put oils in the diffuser in the morning and oils in the diffusers at night, right? And sometimes in the middle of the day too. But it makes a difference in our home. It makes a difference in our home. Okay. You can put your essential oils by your sink in the morning. You can put them, we didn't even talk about cooking with essential oils, but 10 times a day, you can start using your essential oils. Maybe you're brand new to essential oils or brand new to even learning or watching this video. Now you have a choice. Okay. What are you going to do? Well, you could get one oil, try it retail, try it for a month or two, try it for 30 days, right? Use that essential oil. And I'm going to tell you, every oil that I talked about tonight, there's probably 10 more uses than I even shared. And we'll get you that information for you to get started. So try a product retail. But maybe you like to save the most. Maybe you like to make sure that when you try something that it really, really works. That's our premium essential oil starter kit. You start with our premium essential oil starter kit. And you get all of these essential oils. It's such a good deal. You get a beautiful diffuser of your choice to have my other diffusers out of my reach right now, but a diffuser and all of these essential oils, right? For an amazing, amazing deal. I want you to get back to the person who invited you and ask them about the premium essential oil starter kit. But maybe you're like me. When I first started, I was living on government assistance and food stamps. I was in school. It was a tough time for me. And my first essential oil starter kit, I had to put it on my credit card. And my friend who introduced me, she said, hey, why don't you host a little class like this? Now we can do it via Zoom. Maybe you can do it in your home. And so I did. So for 14.95, we have a brand partnership that allows you not only to save the most on your essential oils, but it allows you to share essential oils so that if someone else decides to get started with oils, the company's going to pay you a sharing bonus. And this is a way for you to get your essential oils, part of them paid for, and even all of your essential oils for free. And then some. So it may be something that you want to do. So I want you to get back to the person who invited you and let them know where you're at. Do you want to just test out an essential oil? Are you ready to get our premium essential oil kit? Or maybe you want to look into our brand partnership, getting your oils and getting more oils for free. I hope that you will let them know and let them know what you like best. Like what oil interests you the most tonight? What did you like best in the different ways you want to use that? All right.